Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. So today I wanted to talk to you about some of my travel beauty favorites and essentials. I did a little bit of traveling this year. I went to Ireland, I was in New Zealand, and I always find that I'm bringing the same things over and over again when I travel. And there's just some little tips and tricks as well about what I bring to save space and just some multi-use products. So to start off with, I wanted to talk to you about the Veet Sensitive Precision Beauty Styler. I know this looks a little bit crazy, but it's just essentially a hair removal tool. So this handy little tool is used for hair grooming, and what I personally use it for is for removing all of the little blonde hairs on my eyebrows and on my face that just kind of get in the way of makeup application and kind of make your brows look really untidy. I know that at the moment there is a huge trend on YouTube about also getting rid of a lot of the little peach fuzz hairs on your face or like little nose hairs and stuff, and this is the perfect tool for that. I personally just tend to use it for the face, but it can also be used on the bikini line and the underarms because you have different detachable heads for this. There's this larger head here, which is for the bikini area or for the underarms, and this just helps you to trim the hairs and get them nice and tidy. And you also have these different attachments here that are for trimming the hair to specific lengths. So this one will be used on larger areas, and this little one here is used for your eyebrows. The tool also comes with a little brush that's used for cleaning the head of the tool, and as long as you detach the head, you can also clean it underwater. You don't want to put the whole thing underwater to clean it, but you can put the heads underwater. And of course, if you're changing between areas on your face or your bikini line, you want to clean and sanitize it in between uses. So the reason this is a travel beauty essential for me is because in between eyebrow appointments or beauty appointments and you're on the go traveling, you do need to maintain your hair removal upkeep. And one of the best ways to do that is, especially with the brows, I find where my brows start to look messy is all of this kind of area here and here where you have all of those little fluffy hairs grow back in, and they just, makeup application looks a bit harder. It's harder to get your brows looking nice and groomed. If you look at the tool here, you'll see that there's a very small razor here and a larger one here. The best thing about this though is that the blade does not touch the skin. So even when the tool is on, you can touch it and it's not going to cut you. And when you're actually applying it to the skin like this, it's not actually touching the skin. So you don't have to be worried about cutting your skin, especially on the delicate, sensitive areas such as your face and your bikini line. You definitely don't want to be cutting them. Also, when the Sensitive Precision Beauty Styler is trimming your hairs, it is only going to 0.5 millimeters. So I'll give you a little bit of a demo on how I use this on my face, which is primarily the area that I use it on. So all you do is turn the device on, you just twist the bottom like this, and then you just go into those little areas where you have all of those little blonde hairs and just trim them like this. You can use the larger side or the smaller side if you want to be really, really precise. I find both ends very precise though, so I don't always feel the need to use the larger end. I'm just going to turn this off now so that you can hear what I'm saying. But yeah, that's basically it. If you have any delicate kind of like peach fuzz on your face here, you can also do the same thing, and it's just going to be super sensitive on your skin. You definitely don't want to be going in with a really severe razor to remove hairs on such delicate areas of your face. And like I said, for the bikini line, when you're traveling, it's just so handy to just keep up with the grooming and just be able to do it on the go. And it also comes with a little pouch like this, so it's super, super easy for traveling. You just pop all of the little attachments in here and you are good to go. It doesn't take up much room in your bag at all. I personally have been using little electronic hair removal devices like this for years, but this is by far my favorite. I just find it to be the most precise, the most gentle, and just the easiest to use out of all of the ones that I've ever used. And also it has the most detachable head, so you're getting a multi-use, multifunctional product. And I just always like to have it in my bag when I'm going away, because ain't nobody got time for crazy brows or crazy bikini line. Let's be serious. So next up, we're going to talk about makeup. When I'm traveling, I'm so bad at picking what makeup I want, and I always end up bringing too much. When you're bringing little different compacts, like you're bringing a blusher, you're bringing a bronzer, you're bringing concealer, you're bringing everything, highlighter, it just bulks up and gets so heavy in your bag, and next thing you know, you've no room for clothes because your entire baggage allowance has been used on just makeup. But what I like to do now these days is to bring a makeup palette with me. So a palette that contains lots of different products in one, so that I can just get the most use out of one product that's nice and compact. Recently I received this palette from Smashbox. It's called the Masterclass palette, and if you open it up here, you will see that there are so many different things in this. It is amazing. So when you open it up here, my ring light is in the way, there we go. When you would open it up here, you can see that you have color correctors, cream, bronzes, contours, and highlighters. You have shimmery highlighters, eyeshadows, and blushes. Definitely has almost everything you'll need in your beauty bag in the one thing. You can definitely mix up your eyeshadow looks for daytime and nighttime. You have 3 different blusher shades, cream, bronzing, and contouring all in one, and I just feel like it really helps to condense your beauty bag. Of course, you still need your foundation and your mascara and stuff like that, but I really think that this is such a great way to travel, is to just keep everything in, or to bring a beauty palette instead of bringing absolutely everything you own individually. And then it just folds up in a little book, and this packaging is really sturdy, so it's not going to, like, nothing's going to shatter inside, and it has glass covers over the makeup here, as you can see, so they're all really nicely protected. So even if your luggage is getting bashed around by those horrible people that work in the baggage part of airplanes and they just throw your bag around, this will not break. So I'm definitely going to be using this a lot when I travel. I also have lots of other palettes like this that I use. You don't have to bring this one specifically, I just really like this one at the moment, but definitely bringing a palette of makeup is one of my #1 tips. Another travel essential of mine at the moment are the cushion foundation style products. So I have so many different ones that I like. I love one of the ones from Physicians Formula that I showed you in a recent video. I love the L'Oreal one, and I'm also absolutely loving this one from YSL. It is the Fusion Ink Foundation, or Cushion Foundation. I absolutely love this. This is one of my handbag essentials, so therefore I guess it counts as like a handbag / travel essential, but I just love bringing these with me when I'm traveling or when I'm just on the go. First of all, it's a beautiful foundation. I absolutely love this foundation. It's super glowy and healthy looking, but you still get really nice coverage. But what I like about it the most is that for traveling, it comes with the sponge, and it's also in this enclosed compact. So it's not going to spill all over your bag. It's not going to go everywhere like a lot of these glass foundation bottles that we're really afraid to travel with. It's just super, super handy to have with you. And also, it's not just handy for doing your makeup in the morning or, you know, for when you're just about to go out. It's amazing for touch-ups. And I feel like when you're traveling, if you've any daytime activities on, or you have to go straight from the beach to dinner or something, it's really nice to have one of these in your bag so you can just dab it in, touch up, and you are good to go. So yeah, I have lots of favorites of these cushion foundations, but at the moment, the YSL one is definitely one of my faves. But of course, if you're looking for one a little bit cheaper, I do love the L'Oreal one and the Physicians Formula one, so definitely check those ones out. Next product is Benefit Gimme Brow. This is the new packaging, but I have been using this since it first came out. I absolutely love this stuff. Whether I'm just popping out for a daytime activity or going out at night, I will never not use this on my brows. So whenever I travel, it always comes with me. I wear it to the gym, I wear it everywhere. Like, I just can't live without this product. It sets the brows in place, but it also gives them a tint and a bit of shape. So if you're the kind of person that's going on more of a like adventure holiday and you don't want to be wearing lots of makeup, but you still want your brows to look good, this is definitely a really, really good one to bring. It's just a great product. I love this. Bring it everywhere. It's amazing. Brows will never look bad. Mascara is also another essential for me, but one of the things that annoys me when I'm traveling is that I only want to bring one mascara, but sometimes I like to vary what types of mascara I use. But recently I found this mascara from Clinique. It is called the Lash Power Flutter to Full Mascara, and this is really handy because if you can see here, you can actually twist the tube around to vary the amount of product that you're getting on your lashes. So essentially it's giving you 3 mascaras in one. So there is a natural setting here, a medium setting, and then a super full setting. And you just twist the tube towards whichever one of the lash looks you're trying to get, and it will deposit the right amount of product on the brush for that look. And I just find it so good for traveling, because you can get your natural mascara look for during the day, and then at nighttime you can really build it up for that false lash look, without actually having to bring 10 different mascaras with you. So this is one of my recent faves for traveling for sure. I don't know if I've ever said this to you guys before, but I'm a bit of a perfume obsessive. I have a giant collection of perfume, and when I go away I always feel so restricted. I'm like, which one do I bring? I can't bring loads of them. So my savior is roller balls and tiny little perfumes. 2 of my favorite roller balls that I found that I bring everywhere with me, whether it's just my handbag or whether it's traveling, are the Elizabeth and James Nirvana perfumes. I have the white and the black, love them both. These are the perfumes by Mary-Kate and Ashley, and they're really sophisticated and sexy without being too overpowering. And I just find the roller balls so easy to travel with, and you also get lots of product in them, so you're not going to run out. They're not too small, not too big. It's just a really great travel essential for me, or handbag essential, I guess. Also, another great idea is the commodity cocktail kit that I got sent recently by Sephora. So this is essentially a fragrance wardrobe, I guess you could say, and all of these fragrances are designed as one note of fragrance that mix very well together. Some of these I love to wear on their own, but they're really nice layered as well, and if I'm going away I'll pop maybe 2, 3, even 4 of these in my bag, and that way I know I have lots of different scents to choose from. 2 of them are actually in my handbag at the moment, so I have lots of different scents to choose from, or I can layer up on fragrance to give a nice deeper fragrance for the nighttime or anything. I love these. This is a super gorgeous fragrance brand. I'm so glad they sent this to me, because I don't think I ever would have found it otherwise. Yeah, so it's from the brand Commodity, and this is the cocktail kit, and I love cocktails, so that is definitely one for me. Next up is a really boring favorite, but it is really a favorite when I travel and just in my daily life as well. This is the Women's Mitchum Advanced Control 48-Hour Protection Deodorant in the smell Shower Fresh. This is the best deodorant I've ever tried, and especially if you're going on holidays and you know you're going to be out and about all day in the sun, in and out of the water, all that kind of stuff. It is definitely the longest lasting deodorant I've ever tried. I can just always count on it. It never fades away. Nothing ever breaks through it. It's just amazing. And it's an absolute essential for me if I know I'm going traveling or just every day. Like, it's an essential for me. So I highly recommend that. I know it's not an exciting favorite, but it is most certainly a favorite. I think it's important to not always just talk about the exciting favorites. Sometimes the basic products are the ones that you want to be recommended, right? So why not talk about deodorant? Next up is a beauty favorite that I think is one of my favorite products I've ever found, and I don't think I've had a chance to talk to you guys about this yet. This is the James Read Enhance Wash Off Tan. So it's an instant tan, and I know this one looks brand new, and that's because it is. I'm going to show you the one that I just used up. It's so embarrassing. So embarrassing. Look how battered. And I chopped the lid off so I could get to the bottom. So if that doesn't prove it's a favorite, I don't know what else to say to you. It is one of the best tanning products I've ever used. And I know it's an instant tan, and I do use a lot more of the kind of developy style tans. But if you're a fake tanner, this will make sense to you. So when you fake tan, I know so many girls complain about the fact that tan just doesn't stick to certain areas of the body. So my chest is always much paler than my arms and my shins. They never take tan really well. So sometimes you're left with like really brown arms, kind of a slightly lighter chest, and brown feet and thighs, but your shins are a little bit pale. I think you'll only understand this peril if you are a fake tanner. But a lot of the instant tans that you would normally use to fix those problems are very makeup style instant tans. So when you use other instant tans, they're almost like a foundation. And I feel like those kind of ones can be quite smudgy. There are a few I've found in the past that I really like, but nothing compares to this. It's kind of like a gel texture. And when you pop it on the skin, it doesn't like blank out your skin. It doesn't make you look like you're wearing makeup. It doesn't look like a false orange layer of light makeup on your skin. It's like a gel that absorbs straight into your skin and dries really, really quickly. And it looks like a natural tan. It's very deep, it's very olive based, it's not streaky. Every time I wear it, people are like, what is your fake tan? It looks so even, it looks so real, and this is what it is. So I will always tan with my foam tanners that I use overnight and sleep in. But when I want my tan to look super perfect and even in areas that it doesn't stick as well, this is the ultimate product. I can't go anywhere without this, especially when you're traveling and you're going to visit like your friends and you're going on a night out, or you're going to a wedding or the races and you're popping away for the weekend and you want your tan to look amazing. This is the way forward. I might do a tanning video for you guys soon to tell you all about the products that I use and like, but this is certainly one of my favorite tanning products I've ever tried, if not the best one I've ever tried. So you need it. And then I just have my SPFs that I like to bring with me. If you're like me and you burn the minute the sun looks at you and you're going on holidays, you need to have proper SPFs with you. The body one that I'm liking right now is the Premium Moisturizing Sunscreen Spray by Sunbum. I really like the packaging because it's kind of like wood and it's got this little monkey guy, but this is also water resistant and it's SPF 50. So if you're as fair as me, I know I don't look that fair in these videos because I wear a lot of fake tan, but I am as pale as Casper the Friendly Ghost, and I burn and freckle and stuff like that really, really easily, and it's so important that I wear sunscreen all the time. And I really like this one because it's not that heavy, it feels light on the skin, it smells like coconuts, it's not like super greasy and weighing your skin down, so I love that one. And the face sunscreen that I'm really liking right now is the To Save Face SPF 50 Plus sunscreen from Mecca Cosmetica. It's their own brand. I just really like this one because it feels really nice and light on the face. I hate thick sunscreens on the face. It feels good underneath my makeup. It doesn't feel sticky and oily or doesn't break me out. This one is only available in Australia on Mecca Cosmetica as far as I know, but I also really like the Clarins ones if you can't get this one. Just little side note. But yeah, it's just a great SPF for the face. It's not super duper expensive. Does what it's supposed to do without making you feel like a sticky, yucky mess. So those are some of my current travel beauty essentials. Please let me know in the comments what your travel beauty essentials are. I would love to know your tips and tricks and what you bring on holidays. And that's all I have for you today. I hope you have a great rest of the day, and I will talk to you again really, really soon.